Imagine two people. One forces themselves to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning for 1 week. The other wakes up at 7 a.m., but quietly repeats a simple routine every single day. For the next 5 years, which one becomes more successful? Most people answer immediately, the disciplined one. But neuroscience suggests something unexpected, because the greatest threat to your future isn't a lack of discipline. It's something far more invisible, something that silently destroys ambitions, careers, businesses, relationships, and dreams without making a sound. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why millions of people spend their entire lives fighting the wrong enemy. Here's something strange. Almost everyone already knows what they should be doing. Exercise, study, save money, upload videos, read books, sleep earlier, drink less, learn new skills. The information isn't hidden. Success isn't a secret. So, why do so many intelligent people stay exactly where they are? Is it laziness? A lack of motivation? Poor time management? Not even close. The real reason is much harder to notice, because it doesn't feel dangerous. It feels completely normal. And that's exactly what makes it so destructive. Discipline has become a modern obsession. Open social media, and you'll see the same images. Someone running before sunrise, ice baths, cold showers, extreme workouts, 16-hour workdays, perfect morning routines. We admire these moments because they're dramatic. They look like victory. One difficult decision, one powerful sacrifice, one heroic act of willpower. Our brains love stories like that. They're exciting, they're emotional, they're easy to remember. But here's the part almost nobody talks about. Those moments don't build extraordinary lives. They simply make extraordinary videos. Real life doesn't ask you to be heroic once. It asks you to do ordinary things. Over and over and over again. And that's where almost everyone loses. Because battles are exciting. Repetition isn't. Think about learning to play the piano. The first lesson feels exciting. The 10th is satisfying. The 100th feels repetitive. The 1,000 feels almost invisible. Yet those invisible sessions create the musician, not the exciting first day. Discipline wins moments. Repetition builds mastery. And that's where your biggest enemy quietly appears. Because your brain has been preparing for this moment for hundreds of thousands of years. Your brain isn't designed to make you successful. It's designed to keep you alive. Those are two very different goals. Imagine there's an ancient accountant living inside your head. Every action has a cost. Exercise? Expensive. Studying? Expensive. Building a business? Very expensive. Learning a difficult skill? Even worse. Now imagine another option. Stay on the couch. Watch one more video. Scroll a little longer. Save energy to your conscious mind. Those choices feel harmless. To your ancient brain, they're excellent financial decisions. For most of human history, conserving energy wasn't laziness. It was survival. Every unnecessary movement burned precious calories. Every risk could lead to injury. Every wasted effort could mean death. Your ancestors survived because their brains constantly asked one question. Can we avoid doing this? That same brain still lives inside you. It doesn't know you're trying to build a YouTube channel. It doesn't understand promotions, degrees, businesses, or personal goals. It only recognizes effort. And effort still feels expensive. That's why day one feels exciting. Everything is new. Your brain rewards novelty. Day 7 still feels manageable. The challenge is fresh. But somewhere around day 30, something changes. The excitement fades. The routine becomes predictable. The rewards seem distant. Your brain starts whispering, maybe tomorrow. You've already worked hard. Skipping one day won't matter. Those thoughts don't appear because you're weak. They appear because your brain is doing exactly what evolution trained it to do. Protect your energy. Avoid unnecessary effort. Seek immediate comfort. And this is where millions of dreams quietly begin to disappear. Not through one catastrophic failure, but through hundreds of tiny decisions that feel completely reasonable in the moment. Because the most dangerous excuse isn't dramatic. It's almost always, "I'll do it tomorrow." And that's the trap most people never escape. Most people spend their lives waiting for motivation. They think motivation comes first, and action comes second, but that's backwards. Motivation isn't a foundation. It's a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. Some mornings, you'll wake up feeling unstoppable. Other mornings, you'll question everything you've worked for. Nothing about your goal has changed. Only your emotions have. Imagine a pilot who only flies when they feel like it, or a surgeon who only operates when they're inspired. It sounds absurd, yet millions of people treat their biggest dreams exactly that way. I'll start on Monday. I'll begin next month. I'm just waiting for the right time. But the right time has a habit of never arriving. Days become weeks. Weeks become years. And one day, people aren't mourning the opportunities they missed. They're mourning the person they could have become. The people who succeed aren't immune to doubt. They aren't endlessly motivated. They simply stop asking their emotions for permission because they understand something most people don't. Action creates motivation far more often than motivation creates action. The hardest step is almost always the first one. Once you begin, your brain starts catching up. Momentum replaces hesitation. Progress replaces fear. And suddenly, the thing you spent hours avoiding becomes the thing you finish in 20 minutes. But there's an even deeper transformation happening beneath the surface. Every action you repeat sends your brain a message, not about what you're doing, but about who you are. Miss one workout, nothing changes. Read one chapter, nothing changes. Upload one video, still nothing. Because identity isn't built in a day. It's built through evidence. Every repetition becomes another vote for the person you're becoming. Each workout whispers, "I'm someone who takes care of my body." Each page says, "I'm someone who learns." Each video says, "I'm a creator." At first, those whispers are easy to ignore, but over time, they become impossible to deny. Eventually, something remarkable happens. You no longer force yourself to exercise, not because it's easier, but because skipping it feels strange. You don't upload because you're chasing motivation. You upload because creators create. You don't read because you're disciplined. You read because readers read. The daily argument inside your head begins to disappear, not because your habits change, but because your identity did. And when your identity changes, consistency stops feeling like a battle. It starts feeling like home. Think about a sculptor standing in front of a massive block of stone. They strike it once. Nothing happens. Again, still nothing. 100 strikes later, the stone barely looks different. To anyone watching, it seems pointless. Then one final strike, and the rock cracks open. Most people think that last strike created the breakthrough. It didn't. Every strike mattered. The final one was simply the only one people noticed. Life works the same way. One workout won't transform your body. One study session won't make you an expert. One video probably won't go viral. One conversation won't save a relationship. But hundreds of small actions quietly reshape your future. The problem is, our brains are terrible at seeing slow progress. We notice explosions. We overlook erosion. We celebrate overnight success. We ignore the thousands of invisible moments that made it possible. That's why consistency feels unrewarding in the beginning. The results are hidden. You're changing long before the world can see it. And by the time everyone else calls you talented, Your success has already been under construction for years. Here's the biggest misunderstanding of all. Consistency doesn't mean never failing. It doesn't mean perfect streaks. It doesn't mean waking up every day full of energy. Even Olympic athletes miss training sessions. Successful entrepreneurs take vacations. Writers face creative blocks. Scientists make mistakes. The difference isn't that they never fall off track. It's what happens next. Most people miss one day, and their brain starts writing a story. I've failed. I'm not disciplined. Maybe this just isn't for me. One missed day becomes two. Two become a week. A week becomes giving up, not because they lacked ability, but because they allowed one action to become an identity. Successful people do the opposite. They separate the mistake from themselves. They don't think, I am a failure. They think, I missed a day. Then they come back tomorrow. Again and again. Every return is another vote for the person they're becoming. Because consistency isn't measured by how rarely you fall. It's measured by how quickly you return. So, what's harder? Discipline or consistency? Discipline asks for a single difficult decision. Consistency asks you to keep making ordinary decisions, long after they stop feeling exciting. One demands effort. The other demands transformation. 5 years from now, you probably won't remember the mornings you felt motivated. You won't remember the speeches that inspired you, or the videos that gave you temporary confidence. You'll remember the quiet days, the ordinary days, the days when nobody would have blamed you for quitting, but you showed up anyway. That's where lives change. Not in moments of inspiration, but in moments of repetition. So the next time you feel like giving up, don't ask yourself, can I stay disciplined forever? Ask yourself, can I show up one more time? Because success rarely belongs to the smartest, or the strongest, or even the most talented. It belongs to the person who keeps returning, long after everyone else has stopped. If this video changed the way you think about discipline and consistency, subscribe for more psychology documentaries that uncover the hidden forces shaping your decisions, habits, and behavior. Because the greatest battle you'll ever fight won't be against the world. It will be against the voice inside your own mind that keeps telling you, tomorrow, and every time you answer, today, you win.